Good morning, Express Personnel. This is Katie.
Good morning.
Hi.
My name is Nicole Patterson, and I have an appointment at 9:30 with Kim.
All right. Okay, if you want to go ahead and have a seat over there in the waiting room, I will let her know that you are ready.
Thank you so much. Can you tell me where is the restroom, please?
Sure, right down the hall and to the left by the drinking fountain.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Express Personnel. This is Jessica. How may I help you?
Nicole, I'm
Hi,
Kim.
good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you come back with me?
Okay.
Sure.
If you'd like to have a seat.
Thank you.
Nicole, thank you for coming in this morning. We will be discussing the sales associate position that we have open. I want to go ahead and ask you a few questions about yourself to learn more about your experience and your qualifications for this position.
Okay. I brought with me my resume and my letters of recommendation.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for providing those. It is very helpful. Nicole, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a very friendly person. I am outgoing. I am very attentive and easy adaptable. I am very comfortable working with people, and I am a very competitive spirit.
Tell me, what did you like most about your last position?
I like the fact that I was able to help customer. I met a lot of people, and I was able to help them. And I was working with a variety of customers.
What did you like least about your last position?
First of all, I didn't like the fact that I was not challenged enough, and I wasn't able to put in practice my ideas.
Attendance and punctuality are two of the most important traits that we look for in an employee. Tell me about your attendance and punctuality.
I like to be at least 30 minutes early before I start my shift. And I also like to plan my vacation or my days off at least 2 to 3 weeks in advance.
As you know, this position is working with customers a great deal. Tell me, how would you deal with a difficult customer?
First of all, I would like to listen to the customer, and then I will try to solve or to come with a resolution for their issues.
Honesty and integrity are two key traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about a time when you had the opportunity to take something of value from your employer and why you did or didn't take it.
I'm a very honest person, and I'm very loyal, but I think that time is the most stolen thing from the employer. Like people, they are using the internet and they are talking at the cell phone or phone, and they're receiving phone calls during their time when they're supposed to work.
Nicole, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully still working with your company and finishing my college education.
Are you currently enrolled in college?
Yes, I am.
Great. What are you majoring in?
Legal assistant.
Why should I hire you instead of the other applicants?
Because I would like to learn and I would like to grow with your company and to use all my knowledge and all my assets in the benefit of your company.
Nicole, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yes, actually I do have. First question is, what kind of training did you provide?
If you are hired, all of our new employees go through a week-long orientation, and that will acclimate you to our business, what our policies are, how we handle customers, our registers, all of that information. After that, you will work with a sales associate for a period of 2 to 3 weeks until you feel comfortable with the position, and then we start you off on your own.
Thank you. Actually, I have another question, or two more.
Okay.
How long have you been working with this company?
Oh, I've actually been with the company for 5.5 years.
And what do you enjoy working with this company the most?
I like the people that we work with. I think that we have some of the nicest employees here, and it really has the feel of a family environment. Nicole, it was a pleasure to meet you. I thoroughly enjoyed our interview. I do have a few more applicants to interview. We should be making a decision within the week.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Here's
Thank
my
you.
card.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Jose. I have an appointment 1 o'clock.
Okay, and who's that with?
Kim?
Okay. If you want to go have a seat right over there in the lobby, she'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, where is your restroom?
Right down the hall and to the left by the drinking fountains.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jose?
Hi, hello, Kim.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you come with me? Jose, if you'd like to have a seat.
Thank you.
Jose, thank you for coming in today for this interview. This is for the sales associate position that we have open. I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want to learn a little bit more about your skills and experience for this position, okay? Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm punctual. I like to talk to the people and I arrive early and went about in exact time, and I'll be a quick learner.
What did you like most about your last job?
Helping others.
So you had the opportunity to do that a lot?
Sometimes if I don't have work anymore, so I help them. Because sometimes I ask their help. So.
Jose, what did you like least about your last job?
I like my whole job over there, but the company closed.
Attendance and punctuality are two of the most important traits that we look for in an employee. Tell me about your attendance and punctuality.
I always at work every day.
What about being on time?
On time. I don't know, but I always been there early, so
Jose, what do you consider early?
10 minutes before my time.
As you know, this position deals with customers quite a bit. How would you deal with a difficult customer?
Difficult? I just smile and I will do the best I can to make them happy.
Honesty and integrity are two key traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about a time when you had the opportunity to take something of value from your employer and why you did or did not take it.
One time I found the wallet inside the store. I open it, there's some money, ID and a telephone number. So I call the customer and tell him that your wallet is here in the store. Come here and get it.
They must have been very happy with that.
Oh, maybe.
Tell me, Jose, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, if I hire in this position, maybe I'll be a sales manager within 5 years.
Jose, why should I hire you instead of the other applicants?
Oh, give me a chance to prove myself.
Jose, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yes. If I'm hired, where do you see me in 5 years?
That's an excellent question. We have some great promotional opportunities within our company. What you would probably do is progress up the sales chain, which would mean starting as a sales associate, moving into a sales associate manager, then into account sales, and then finally the top position in sales would be as a sales manager. Jose, thank you for your time. I do have a few more applicants to interview, but we should be making a decision by the end of next week.
Oh, Kim, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Amber, thank you for coming in today to interview for the sales associate position. I have a few questions for you to learn more about your skills and your experience for this position. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm very outgoing. I go beyond my duties. If I see something needs to be done, I do it.
Amber, what did you like most about your last position?
I liked getting to know the other employees, and I liked that my work was willing to be flexible with my schedule and work around my school schedule.
What did you like least about your last position?
The work environment wasn't as professional as I'd like to work in.
Attendance and punctuality are two of the most important traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about your attendance and punctuality.
One of my strengths is that I'm always at work and I'm always on time.
If you had to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst on attendance and punctuality, where would you rate yourself?
I would say between a 9 and a 10.
Excellent. This position requires working with customers a great deal. How would you handle a difficult customer?
I would listen to them and try to help them as best I could, and if they were still dissatisfied, I'd go to get a supervisor.
Honesty and integrity are two of the most important traits we look for in our employees. Tell me about a time when you had the opportunity to take something of value from a previous employer and why you did or did not take it.
I'm a very honest person, and I would never steal from any company.
Amber, tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully working for a company in a store manager or supervisor position.
Amber, tell me, why should I hire you instead of the other applicants?
Well, I really like this company, and I can definitely see myself working for you in 5 years.
Amber, do you have any questions for me?
Can you tell me more about the managers and training program?
Absolutely. What it is it's a 2-year program where you meet once a month as a group, and we do a lot of reviews of books, different books such as Good to Great, Learn to Lead. These will give you the skills and tools you need not only to manage, but to help the company grow.
What are the qualifications to get into this program?
You need to have worked for us for a period of 1 year. You have to have a good annual review and a recommendation from your current manager. Amber, thank you for your time. I do have some other applicants to interview, but we should be making a decision by the end of next week.
Okay, well, thank you for this opportunity, and I
Great.
hope to be hearing from you.
And here is my card.
Thank you.
Dora Nellie, thank you for coming in for this interview. You're here today to apply for the sales associate position.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is ask you a few questions so that I can learn more about your experience and qualifications for the position. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm friendly and respectful person. I work well with others.
Tell me, what did you like best about your last job?
One of the things that I like most about my last job was the chance to help others.
Great. So you enjoy working with people?
Yes, I enjoy that.
Dora Nellie, what did you like least about your last job?
I didn't have the opportunity to continue my studies
Why is that?
because I have to work full time.
So you placed your job before your schooling?
Yeah, because I needed work.
Attendance and punctuality are two of the most important traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about your attendance and punctuality.
I'm very responsible with my punctuality and my attendance. So I wake up early to have enough time to prepare, and still I'll be on time.
This position requires a great deal of customer service. Tell me, how would you deal with a difficult customer?
I try to solve the problem respectfully. If it doesn't work, I'll get my supervisor.
Honesty and integrity are two key traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about a time when you had an opportunity to take something of value from your previous employer and why you did or didn't take it.
Although I could have taken some clothes in my job because I work in the department store, I didn't because I consider myself an honest person.
Tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself finishing college in 5 years.
And what are you attending college for?
I like to study business administration
Why should I hire you instead of the other applicants?
because I'm a responsible person with my job. I learn fast, and I'll do my best for you.
Dora Nellie, do you have any questions for me?
For how long will you be doing interview before make a decision?
I've actually selected 5 candidates to interview for the sales associate position. I will be completing all of the interviews today. Then I do need to meet with our store manager and we will discuss all of the interviews, but we should have a decision made by the end of next week. Here's my card.
Kim, thank you so much for your time.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Dora Nellie.
Thank you.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, hi. I have an appointment with Kim at 4:30.
Okay. And your name is?
Asha Daud.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and have a seat in the waiting room over there, she will be with you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay, do you know where 52 is?
Is that,
Highway 52.
is that this one?
Asha!
Hey.
Nice to meet you. My name is Kim.
Nice to meet you too.
Why don't you come with me? If you'd like to have a seat. Asha, thank you for coming in today. I did want to let you know that the position that we are considering you for is sales associate. And what I'd like to do is just ask you a few questions so that I can learn more about your experience and qualifications for the position. Tell me about yourself.
I am energetic and I am, very fun, and I would like to. I'm very good at with sales and working with people.
Tell me, what did you like most about your last position?
Working with people. It was fun. I like to work with a variety of people.
What did you like least about your last position?
Nothing. Really, I loved everything about it. It was nice and a little bit of that hour, but it was fun. I loved it.
Well, that's fantastic. It sounds like it was a wonderful job.
Yes.
Now, why did you leave, or why are you looking at leaving?
Oh, I'm looking at leaving because of the hours.
Okay.
Yeah, the difference of the hours. What you're offering is more convenient for me. It's good.
Okay. Attendance and punctuality are 2 of the most important traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about your attendance and punctuality.
Oh, very good. I'm never ever late. I ever hardly call in. I might have a mild headache or a little bit headache, and I still do come in because I believe customer is number 1.
I'm very happy to hear that you enjoy working with customers. This position does require quite a bit of customer relations. Tell me, how would you deal with a difficult customer?
I would listen to them. The most important is to listen and try to find out what the problem is. And as soon as I find the problem, I would try to fix it. And if I can't fix it, I'll have my manager make them happy.
Honesty and integrity are key traits that we look for in our employees. Tell me about a time when you had the opportunity to take something of value from your previous employer and why you did or did not take it.
I never did take anything valuable from the company, but some people would take time off when they're not sick. They will call in sick. I think that's stealing, because due to time for being sick, taking off, getting paid for it, should be when you are really sick. So if you're not sick and you call in that you're sick, that's stealing, because you're not sick and you're getting paid for it.
So your last company had paid sick vacation
Yes,
days?
they did.
Or
Yes.
sick days? Okay.
Yes.
And you know that people were there calling in sick when they weren't really sick?
Right.
Tell me, Asha, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I would like to be an X-ray technician.
Great. Are you currently enrolled in college?
No, I'm not. I'm hoping to be in the next year or two.
Asha, tell me, why should I hire you instead of the other candidates?
I enjoy working with customers. I have sales experience, and I'm a very dependable person.
Asha, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, when can I start?
Although I'd love you to start as soon as possible. We do have some other applicants to interview.
Okay, so I have a serious question. How long do sales associates stay in the company?
We've had people within our company that have been here 10 or 15 years, but typically those that want to progress up the chain into management level positions. But somebody that solely wants to be in sales, typically 2 to 3 years. Asha, thank you so much for coming in for the interview. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Kim, thank you for your time. I hope to hear from you soon.
Absolutely. There's my card.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thank you.